Delhi celebrated the first anniversary of the Indian Republic. A huge concourse of people witnessed the President's ceremonial drive along Kingsway. The parade by the armed forces, at which Dr. Rajendra Prasad took the salute, was watched by a large and distinguished gathering. Earlier, the President presented 4 Paramveer Chakras for gallantry during the Jammu and Kashmir operation. 2 of them were awarded posthumously. Captain Ram Raghubarane was the proud recipient of the Paramveer Chakra, the highest award for gallantry. Havildar Karam Singh also received the Paramveer Chakra in person. The men and their soldierly bearing won repeated applause from the jubilant crowd. Members of the Indian Navy followed the infantry units. After them came the representatives of the Indian Air Force, the youngest arm of the nation's defense services. They were followed by mechanized units of the Armored Corps. Mounted guns and other military vehicles trundled along the parade ground. A pomp and pageantry that was princely India added to the picturesqueness of the scene. There was a famous Jaipur horse, which has won laurels on many a battlefield. Here is the well-known camel corps from Jaisalmer. While the parade was in progress, more than 100 aircraft of the Indian Air Force zoomed past. Flying in formation, they dipped in salute to the accompaniment of cheers from the assembled crowds. Harvards, Dakotas, Liberators, Tempests, Spitfires and jet planes participated in the flypast. The most interesting item of the celebrations was a tableau on mechanized floats, depicting famous episodes from Indian history. Celebrated figures whose valor, patriotism and sagacity have contributed to India's greatness were brought back to life. Episodes from the immortal epics and historical events describing Indian heroism were vividly portrayed. Other events, which have become landmarks in India's annals, were realistically linked with the country's latest history. Appealing to the nations of the world on the eve of the Republic Day celebrations, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru said,
"I was in Europe at a critical time when the issues of war and peace hung in the balance. I endeavored to throw the whole weight of our country on the side of peace and a negotiated settlement of the conflict in the Far East."
Mr. Krishna Menon read the proclamation at India House.
India, that is Bharat, shall be a sovereign democratic republic.
The High Commissioner then made and signed a solemn declaration of his allegiance to the new republic and addressed the gathering.
2.5 years ago, the British Empire passed power into the hands of the Indian people. We became an independent country, and today, by the proclamation of our Constitution, made by our own people in the exercise of the wisdom and the determination and the collective responsibility, we have set the formal seal to the inauguration of that freedom in the form of a constitution.
Later, at the reception, he welcomed the many guests who included Lady Mountbatten. Mr. and Mrs. Attlee were there, and Mr. Anthony Eden. The occasion was undoubtedly a happy augury for future relations.